Okay, no problem. Okay.
Ooh, days out. Hey, y'all.
That was beautiful. Very nice.
Thanks, y'all. Hear Me Out podcast in the building. This is Ayo. I got the lovely young Rosalind to my left.
Hello. Hello.
By the way, I just want to point out this is a West Coast podcast. We are based in 𝗀𝗵𝗲.
True.
Shout out.
Palm trees.
Palm trees.
Women, weed, and weather.
Women, weed, and weather.
You heard Kendrick.
We got a nice little show for y'all today. We talking about professions. Jonte, hey man, what's good?
What it do?
Yeah, let's let him know what's going on today.
We -1 today. We -1.
Yeah.
Life happened. Our boy Aaron is out. Sanso is out for today. But he sends his well wishes and we're still gonna have a great show for y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. But I have been thinking about him all day, but that was a good way to put it. Life happens. But he'll be back next week, and we are thinking of him. And it was hard to pick a topic that we wanted to talk about, like, without him.
100%.
Yeah.
We didn't want him to miss out on the hot tea.
On nada.
Sorry, y'all. That was Clubhouse little feedback. Stream us live on Clubhouse. But hey, so how was your Christmas, Razzle Dazzle?
My Christmas was good. Thanksgiving, I kept to myself. I lied to you guys on here. I kept to myself because my car was broken, and I didn't want to deal with trying to figure out how to get to families. But this Christmas was good. I went to my mom's. She's Middle Eastern, and she learned how to make the best Spanish food. So she made birria and tamales, and that's what we had.
Tamales is Middle Eastern?
No, that's what I'm saying.
She
remarried a Mexican man, and she perfected the food. It was so good. And that was it.
That's
my
nice.
sister was so excited about Christmas. It's beautiful to see.
With the elf on the shelf?
Yeah. She behaved herself. Her Christmas gifts arrived. But it was nice. I was happy to be with my family.
That's nice. That's nice.
How about you?
My Christmas was pretty simple. It was short, small. We didn't do too much. COVID kind of locked us up. But it was nice. I don't really have much to say about Christmas. Jonte, you on the same plane, right?
Yeah. I was over it before it started.
But really, I think Christmas can be fun for us when we have kids. We don't have to get into that, but it might put some life back into it.
Seeing the happiness on their faces.
Yeah, because that's what I enjoyed was seeing, Bella could not stop asking if she could open gifts. And I was so annoyed, but at the same time, I'm like, yo, this is the magic. You're just so excited for, it's pure joy, for kids. So that was nice. That was my favorite part.
Ignorant bliss.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to see other people go through that. Your kids.
Yeah.
So, you want to just dive right in?
We could dive right in.
How's your Clubhouse experience been? Because I just got on a couple days ago. I've been low-key addicted to it. They've been having some pretty interesting topics on there.
Yeah, I catch you in all the ratchet rooms.
I don't know what you're talking about. All I see is ratchet rooms. Is there anything that's not ratchet in Clubhouse? I don't know. Besides the networking things?
See, you can't exclude the one that I'm in. You can't say besides the networking ones. The networking rooms in Clubhouse are dope. It's over, let's say 500 people. Everyone is waiting their turn, and everyone gets 30 seconds to pitch themselves.
It's way too long. I don't have that much time.
When I pitched myself on there yesterday, do you know who was listening? Not that it matters, but do you know who was listening? Lil Mama. She spoke right after me. So I knew she was tuned in. I wasn't even thinking about that until after the fact when she spoke. But you don't know who's listening. You never know who's paying attention, who's listening. So rooms like that are super cool. And I followed a bunch of people from LA area, just to be tapped in, as corny as that sounds, just so I can keep my eye on things, see what people from LA are doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I've enjoyed it in that capacity for sure. There's some dirty rooms. Some rooms you don't expect to be dirty, and they're very dirty.
Those are the fun ones.
Yeah, that's where you be at. That's where I be trying to get out of real quick.
They need to figure out how we can hide certain rooms for my friends. I don't need niggas to know what rooms I'm in like that.
Yo,
I don't need to be judged off of my Clubhouse
Let us
preferences.
judge you. I
I
don't
don't
know.
like that.
I seen you in that room.
Yo, I told you guys earlier.
That demon time room.
I caught one of the homies, and they're talking about some nasty things, and I just dipped out real
Oh no,
quietly.
please go into detail.
No. He was asking dirty questions to women, but we're all adults, right? I guess.
Yeah, for the most part.
He asked.
Go ahead, Shiraz. Don't be shy. Don't be shy now.
Look, I just popped into a room. I seen a familiar face. I'm like, Next thing I know, the man is asking if she ever been nutted in her face or her eye. I say, oh, gotta go.
Is that a rough situation?
I don't want to be asked that in a room of hundreds of people.
Little mama going right after you.
Right? Gee, little mama hear you answer that question is ridiculous.
She might respect you depending on your answer.
No.
She may
She's
be able
tapped
to
out like
relate.
I'm tapped out.
She may be able to relate.
Wow. Behave.
I heard it was good for the skin.
Laughing to the mic, Jonte.
It's not good for your eyesight. If it's good for your skin, it's not good for your
that
eyesight.
might close your eyes. What do you mean stick your eyes closed together?
Hey, I don't know the science behind it, Shiraz, but they say it's good for the skin. So maybe it cures cataracts.
No.
You don't know until you try.
What do you want me to say right now? I'm willing to try.
Yo, let's get into the topic for the day, man.
Yeah. So, how are the holidays? Being single, does it matter?
Depends on what kind of family you have.
Right.
For women, I think it's probably a little more difficult than men.
Why?
There's more pressure on you guys if you're single. You don't have kids yet. You got 10 aunties talking about where my nieces or my grandbabies.
My grandbaby. Yeah.
They want all of that. For men, it's like, they know you out here in the streets. I feel like men are allowed to be a little more picky than women when it comes to their families, especially during the holidays.
You see how they always want us to settle? It's not set up for us to succeed, ladies. It's okay.
Jonte, you agree?
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I kind of agree. Because, like, with men, it's like, oh, you ain't got kids yet? You smart.
Right.
You made it.
Right.
You a survivor. With women, it's like,
what's wrong
what are you waiting on?
Yeah,
what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
Why? Like
expectancy, gender roles. Y'all are. I mean, although it seems like it's moving away from this type of stigma, but still, y'all are expected to have babies and take care of the house and do that type of domesticated shit. Men are still expected to get your career together, make sure you're financially stable. So that's more of the focus when it comes to men and their families. Women, it's like, yo, where's
so
your
maybe
family?
the family's expecting you to have kids and get married sooner, and the man has more leeway because they are allowed more time maybe to focus on their careers or themselves.
Yeah.
I wonder. That's interesting. I mean, I don't think it's an intentional thought, but I wonder if it's subconscious.
No, it's just it's what we've been kind of programmed to believe and programmed how we're programmed to move. That's our society that we're in. So,
do you feel like you have to choose between your career or a relationship at this point, or maybe at one point did you?
Honestly, in a lot of relationships you go through, I mean, especially when you're branching out and doing multiple things, you don't really have time to. There's only 24 hours in a day, so when you're dating somebody and they feel slighted because they're not getting the attention that you may be giving other avenues of your life, they'll feel like they're not as important. They don't feel as much as a priority, especially if you're dating somebody that's not as busy as you. Because that's a huge problem, dating somebody that doesn't have as much going for themselves as you do. They're sitting at home doing whatever, not doing anything, but you're out.
I'm going to be hustling, still wondering whose lap you're sitting on. What are you talking about? Fucked
You
up.
mad busy. That's mad busy. I mean,
I can multitask.
They say that's y'all's strength over us.
Ah, but continue.
So, to answer your question about the dynamic between having a career and a relationship, when you're dealing with someone that's not as busy as you are, they can end up seeing the time that you're spending towards your career and towards your goals in life as you're slighting them. And that could make them feel a type of way towards you and feel neglected. And that can influence how they act towards you.
Yeah, it's resentment.
Yeah, they gain resentment for that, and they start to be almost jealous of what you have going. So that's why it's really important to date someone that is as goal oriented as you are. So
why
that you guys.
Why would it be hate though? I don't like that you said that. I don't think.
Not hate, jealousy almost, because you're jealous of the time. It's the time that you're spending, away from her or away from him. And they start to feel slighted. They start to get lonely. They're, making a sacrifice for them not to be dating other people because they feel like they're getting the time with their significant other, the person that they love, but yet that other person is putting all their time and energy into their careers and, what they're trying to do with their life. So
right.
That's a conversation that definitely has to be had early on. So you guys make sure you're meeting up.
Is it a conversation that needs to be had, or is it maybe an observation? Like, that's something you should pick up on real quick, is what kind of attitude this man or woman has towards business or their career. Like,
well,
you would almost know that.
Yeah, but there are some people that are willing to sacrifice some time to make their relationship work. And you don't know that until you have that conversation with someone and you let them know, hey, this is making me feel away. I'm not getting enough attention. If they're willing to change, and allocate their time differently, then, you could work something out.
There is a difference between sacrifice and compromise. A big difference.
Explain. Put her on us. Busy.
Okay. A compromise would be finding space or time for the two to coexist, maybe. Instead of saying, this is gonna be this way, and you kind of just gotta suck it up or leave. Like, then I would have to make the decision to sacrifice my needs for yours, or we could come to a compromise where we both don't feel like we're losing anything.
Well, or both parties lose something, but you're both gaining something as well.
Yeah, it depends on what you hold more value.
Yeah,
Where you put the value.
Yeah.
What about dating people with, your word was unsavory careers or professions?
Like what?
Many things. Like for me, I couldn't date a man that was a bartender. I couldn't even date a man that was a waiter because I know what that dynamic is like in a restaurant. Everyone's sleeping with everyone, drinks after work. It's a thing, Jonte. It is.
It's definitely a thing.
I feel like that's unfair, though.
It is unfair, but it's definitely
because
a thing.
like that kind of thing happens in all workplaces, right? People are just like that naturally.
I think restaurants, it might be a little worse.
Kyle used to work in a restaurant.
Okay. So it gets nasty
as
in
a
the
waiter.
restaurant.
Yeah, it's kind of nasty in a
Why
restaurant.
the restaurant, though, of all places?
Honestly, because you're spending so much close contact with each other, and you're just you have a very common. There's commonalities in the energy. You guys are hating your customers together. So
Wow, so you're gonna fuck over the hate for your customers?
No, not fuck over it, but you're gonna come together over it. Like it's a you're gonna. I mean, it's like-minded. You guys have things in common. It's easy to just talk about work. Like, think about it. When you meet friends at work, you have people at your job,
They
and
can
then you
relate,
quit.
for sure.
You quit your job. You're no longer really friends with those people because you don't have that same commonality. You don't have the same conversations. You don't have as much to talk about. But because work is such a big part of our lives, you spend more than half your life there. It's really easy to just find something to talk about, even when you have those awkward situations where you guys may not even run in the same circles normally, but because you work together, that's a whole night of conversations that y'all have to get closer from.
Wow.
And then you're drinking. You know, there's the physical attraction, because usually when you work in a restaurant, it's probably like a male owner, to be honest, or the manager's a male, and they're hiring attractive women because that's what brings in tips. That brings in customers. So you're bringing in attractive people, period. Hooters, it's all attractive.
I was a manager many times and I only brought in black males.
All right. So she just proved my point.
I'm telling the truth though.
Yeah, you just proved my point. 100%.
You bring in what you want to see all day? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So what about if you dated a tattoo artist or a massage therapist?
You
How would
massage
that-
therapists are nasty.
Why? I considered that.
Massage
I
therapists.
still would do that if things like went left. That was like last resort.
Why is it that whenever I see, the buff nigga massage therapist on Instagram, they're never massaging an old dude?
I would be picky with my clients too.
Yeah, that's weird.
Whose
I'm
chest
sure
do I
they
want to
do
rub
massage
today?
a lot of old dudes though.
Yeah, why don't you put that out there then?
People
That's
say
discrimination.
It's not fly to put that out there. That's the part of the job that
that nobody
is not-
talks about.
Not the fun part.
Don't
That's
you
not
want
the
to
fun
show
part.
that you are able to massage anyone? That's how you get your clientele up.
Good point.
Nah.
If you're only massaging bad bitches, you're only getting bad, but you're stifling your clientele at that point.
Are you?
I'm not going to get massaged by no nigga that looks like he's ready to pipe it down. Why
He
are
might give you the best massage though.
Why are you glistening? Why you got oil on?
Pecs glistening.
Yeah, why you got oil on your chest? She should be oiled up. Why are you oiled up too? So you can slip and slide on my girl.
Wow, that took me to.
I feel like that's an unfair stereotype. I'm sure there's
For
a lot
massage
of,
therapists?
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of professional massage therapists that keep it on
PG?
a professional level and do what they got to do and go home.
Because I thought about like if I did ever become a massage therapist, I just told myself if I was gonna massage an older person, I would just wear gloves.
That defeats the whole purpose. Literally.
That's
I'm
hilarious.
serious. I'm good with my hands. Like I'm good at the massage. I don't
You
think
got the dishwashing gloves on?
not
the
those. That's
Palmolives?
that's too heavy. Too heavy.
The
But
yellow ones.
that's fucked up.
you pulling hair off the nigga on accident?
That's fucked up. But yes, like that's why moles and stuff. Like I would just glide right over that with the gloves and the lotion.
I don't know how. I don't know if that would work, Shiraz.
Are you sacrificing anything for a woman that works in close proximity to men? Let's say massage therapist or a bartender or strippers or OnlyFans.
I feel like all women have to work in close proximity with men.
And
There's very few fields to where they deal with a minimal amount of men.
okay. In sexually charged environments, though?
Okay, that's a different.
That's different. Yeah, that changes.
That's a
things.
different situation.
Wait, is massage therapy a sexually charged environment?
You ask me, I'm going to say
I
yes.
want to say no.
I'm gonna
Oh.
say yes. I mean, that's nigga's go-to. you get a girl over for a date. She let you give a massage.
Yeah, but it's different if you're paying for it though. It's like I'm hurting. Like I really need
See,
relief.
But there's no
Dante
nat-
thinks correctly. It is a occupation. People are going there for a reason. They have neck pain, back pain. Everything's not sexual, Kyle.
Wow. So you telling me, Shiraz, you going to get a massage by your ideal nigga, since you are obviously picky about who's massaging you, right?
Mhm.
You're not gonna let Mr. Burns give you a massage.
No.
Okay. So you over here, you got,
Look, something will be tingling for sure, but that's
that's what I'm saying.
but he
that's
may
a
not
sexually
be
charged
feeling that. He
environment.
may not be feeling that.
It's
He could be doing his job. He could just be performing an act. Just like women who are in sex work, they're not in love with these men. It is an act.
but the men are. But it's still
You don't know that. The same way the guy
Okay.
who needed a back massage came, he had a problem. This guy just needed a nut. He came, he paid his dues.
So does that mean
It's an occupation.
Okay.
It's a transaction.
Okay. You proved your point. But I still think it's still a sexually charged environment, especially massage therapy. You just physically naturally react to touch, especially
Jonte,
when.
what do you say to that? Because that
I
is
mean,
true.
it
is
it's
stimulating.
nuanced because you got to think about athletes, right? You got to think about old people that like have like back problems and people that have been in like car accidents and stuff like that and need like, um, chiropractor work and all that. It's all kind of like in the
Ooh,
same type of field, but it's not always.
that's true.
Chiropractic is different than from massaging, though. Chiropractic, you're like cracking.
Sometimes it's both. Sometimes it's both,
It could, yeah.
for sure.
So you letting your nigga go get a massage from a bad one?
No, but this is not what we're saying. Like, okay, when you say chiropractor, I went to a chiropractor before. They're in nurses' uniforms, and they were barely even in the room. Like, machines did the work. They set me up, but they left. Like, it wasn't anyone's hands rubbing me. Like, that's different. I think massage therapy and chiropractors, they are different. I don't think they're doing the same work. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. I think there's different styles of chiropractor practices.
What word
right?
is that? Chiropractic? What is that?
I was gonna say-
Chiropractics?
Chiropractics.
Yeah,
Yo,
chiropractic.
that's a good term. Coin that.
Chiropractism.
Yeah,
Chiropractic, yeah. What'd you
chiropractism.
say?
So wait, so the original question was, would you be okay with dating someone that did that? That was a masseuse. That's
Yeah,
massaging.
so would you be all right with your hot girlfriend massaging men and women all day? It's her job. Like, she's paying for the light bill with this.
Okay, my girl's not paying the light bill. First off,
Okay. You remember you said that.
I was mad disrespectful. I don't know. Like, and the thing is I'm not the jealous type. I don't want that. I don't want that type of energy. You go to touch me and I know you've been grabbing on some other nigga all day. Those are the same hands. Like, I can't lick your fingers because you've been grabbing on another nigga all day.
Well, I mean, nurses got to touch people
That's different
in
though.
a lot of different ways too.
In a weird, a lot of
Exactly.
But that's for health. That's life or death. Like, you're massaging a nigga for pleasure.
Right. In
For their
argument,
pleasure,
my
not for
argument
yours.
it's not always that. Like, sometimes it's a real physical problem that has to be worked out, and that's the only way to alleviate that.
No, seriously.
I feel where you come from, though.
Maybe it's because you're young and I'm young too, because I think this way too, but maybe it's just all the hormones inside of us. We can't think of things platonically.
So do you think so? Okay, so for me, I think that it would take more. It would depend on the woman 100%, and she would have to 100% understand how her position makes me feel, and she would have to be willing to do what I needed to make me feel comfortable with it.
What is that?
I don't know, but we couldn't have this.
What if your girl was on only? What if you met a girl, you had no idea, but she's bringing in $30K a month with OnlyFans?
I'm out of here. Wait. It depends on what she's doing on OnlyFans.
Look, I said the dollar sign.
No, it
He
depends
said,
on
"Hold
it
wait."
depends on what she's doing on OnlyFans.
If she's, let's say, revealing herself, we don't have to get too crazy.
I don't care about that. I don't. But at the same time, I feel like
You couldn't have your woman massage a man, but she can get undressed on OnlyFans. That's okay.
it's different because there's a mindset. There's a difference in. I don't want to say respect. Don't kill me, ladies. But
Respectability politics.
for women
Tread
that,
lightly.
to me, women that are on OnlyFans, I think you're mad lazy. I think that
Hot take.
you're lazy. I think that OnlyFans. I respect. Man, this is crazy. I'm gonna get murdered. But I feel like stripping takes more work. I feel like stripping takes practice. I respect strippers and the nuances behind stripping more than I do women that are hopping in front of their fucking phone and just getting naked. I just think that shit's mad lame. You're late. You have so much more to offer, or just people in general have so much more to offer, and you're just mad. You don't want to get a job. You don't want to work, and
Hold
not
on,
project
because
yourself.
I am very inclined to agree with you. I want to agree with you, but I have to say, like, stripping in a club and stripping from home are two very different situations, levels of comfortability
For sure.
and safety.
For sure.
And I almost want to say the woman stripping in the club has more balls than the woman getting undressed at home.
100%.
But is one lazier than the other? No, I don't think so.
Well, first off, you gotta remember these girls that are OnlyFans, they're not dancing on stripper poles.
Yeah.
For the most part. So it takes like, have you ever done a pole dancing class? I haven't, but
It takes body strength.
that shit takes strength, bro. Like that is an art. Yeah, that is a skill. Watching a talented stripper on a pole, that's just nice to watch because you just appreciate. It's like ballet to me for some reason. Obviously, the environment is not the same.
But I hear you.
But that shit takes talent. Like you have to practice that. It doesn't take talent to just get naked on your OnlyFans and just turn over and start shaking your little ass for $10 an hour from a nigga.
John,
But I want to go
It's
back.
a lot to think about.
It's the mindset. It's literally just the mindset. You're still working. As a stripper, you're still working. You're at a workplace.
say all the time, if I was a girl, I would do this. I would do this. I would have this. I would, come on.
Yeah, I didn't say I wouldn't be a lazy bitch. I'd be lazy too. If I was a girl, yes, I would not work. I don't judge them. I don't judge them for being on OnlyFans. I'm telling you my perspective on it though. I do think it's lazy. It's a cop-out. It's an easy way out. I'm not saying if I were a girl, I wouldn't capitalize on that opportunity, but I could capitalize on it as a man, and I don't.
Kyle, what about a sex worker? She is putting herself in danger every night. She doesn't know what's going to happen. She makes, let's just say, $500. The girl on OnlyFans is in a safe environment. She's at home doing things on her own time, making triple the money.
I mean, I don't. So what's your question?
I'm just saying it doesn't. What you're saying to me doesn't make sense because the girl on OnlyFans, I don't want to say is smarter, but she's in a better position as far as safety and as like that kind of thing is concerned.
To be clear, OnlyFans is a form of sex work.
Right.
Like, quote unquote.
It's in the same category.
By definition.
Yeah.
It is that.
And to me, like I could never do what those ladies do. To me, they have something that I don't. Like, I don't know if it's an extra layer of skin. I don't know if it's more balls. I don't know what to call it. But they have something I don't. It takes a lot to do something like that as a woman. Whether they realize it or not, like whether they're mentally disconnected from the activity or not, it takes a lot. And like even for that, I would give them like a pat on the back because I could never bring myself.
But
to
that's
do
why I
like
could
that.
never date someone that's doing that because you would literally you would have to remove yourself in order to do that day in day out every night. Deal with these niggas that are grabbing at you. They're literally looking at you like a piece of meat.
Some girls get a kick out of that.
Some girls do, but most of them don't. Most of them got to get drunk to get up on there. They got to pop something to get up on stage. Like a lot of those girls don't want to do it, but they do it because the money is good and they got to put themselves through school or whatever it is they're to get to their next level in life. So keep in mind, I just want to make it clear. I respect all of this shit. Like it's a hustle. I respect it 100%. I'm never going to talk shit about somebody else getting their own money, but and when it comes to who I'm dating,
that hard.
I mean, when it comes to who I'm dating, though, I'm not. There are too many women out there for me, in my opinion, that I don't have to settle for that. That's the word. I don't have to settle for that because in my head, it's a lapse. There's a lapse in either security or confidence. There's something missing if you feel like that's your main objective to get to where you got to get is using your body. There's something missing there, and I don't want to deal with those issues.
So you wouldn't make any sacrifices to be with this woman?
What types of sacrifices would I have to? You talking about a stripper?
You would have to accept it.
No, I'm cool.
Sacrifice
I'm cool.
in its own.
I'm cool. And I'm sure there are a lot of great women out there that are doing this shit.
What if she said,
cool.
Look, Kyle, I'm in love with you. I'm making $100K a month.
I don't care.
I just need you to
I'm not a
be
gold
cool
digger
with
for
this.
one.
It doesn't matter. She's just, you guys are doesn't matter. It's not about being a gold digger. It's about it's worth her time.
I wouldn't take it. Wouldn't get to that point to where she's in love with me or I'm in love with her. I wouldn't take you seriously. But that's me though. I already have my own issues where I'm a light switch. So if there's some things that I see as red flags, if I'm not in it, I'm not in it. I can still be around you. I can still kick it with you. We can still be hella cool. But if I'm not looking at you as a wife, that's not something that's necessarily just gonna change. And that's something that that's my own issues. But once you already in a box, you're in a box. There's no real coming out. There's no coming out of that box for me.
Dante, what do you think?
A lot of people would say that's insecurity on your part.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I don't think it's an insecurity because it's what I want, and it's what I don't want.
Preference.
Yeah, it's what I choose to deal with. I don't want to have to deal with my girl being in a club, trying to fight off niggas that are trying to throw money at her for her to do shit for them, and her getting hit on every night and making her uncomfortable.
But your girl is probably getting hit on anyways.
Yeah, but there's a different level of somebody throwing money at you. Like that's a different level of disrespect to me. Especially because when you're looked at, that's energy, yo. Like you understand, you in front of all these people, you got all these niggas' energy coming at you. You're absorbing that energy, whether you know it or not.
It's nasty energy.
It's nasty energy, and you about to come home to me, and you're supposed to try to help facilitate me to be a better person. That sounds like a lot of fucking work on both of our ends.
You said disrespect. Do you think there's like an inherent disrespect on the man's part just for him being there and 100%. Participating?
100%.
You say that for yourself too?
100%. I don't. That's the reason I don't really go to strip clubs like that because I don't necessarily agree with it. I feel
like
dirty.
You're disrespecting the woman a little bit.
Yeah, 100%. I feel dirty.
Her.
I feel dirty. I feel like a piece of shit walking into a strip club. It's nasty. It's nasty to walk in. It's like you just walk in and you just see a pack of dogs and it's one girl on the stage and they all just look like. First of all, I feel weird being in a room with a bunch of niggas that I know their dicks are hard. That's weird to me. Like, why would I want to be in that room?
That's an interesting room to be in.
Yo, you're wild.
I'm listening.
But that's just weird to me. Like, I'm not the type. Like, I had a great time at Crazy Girls, great club, good fun. Like, it's cool to do every once in a while. But even if I was had a different status, I wouldn't be the nigga that's in a strip club every other week. That just wouldn't be me. Like I understand. It's just not. That's just not for me, man. I'm raised by women. I have a different level of respect for women, and I just don't like to see that.
Aww.
I feel bad. I almost feel bad. Like, damn, this is your way out. Like this is how you felt like you gotta get out. I respect it, but I don't have to be a part of it. And I don't have to bring it home with me either.
What, Jonte? What, Jonte?
There's a lot of implications with what you're saying. Maybe a lot of them don't look at it as a way out. Maybe it's the way in.
To what?
To a certain status. Like,
how many rappers used to be strippers and prostitutes?
Right, that's a way out, though. That's a way out of getting out of whatever situation it is that you're in. I don't believe. So let me ask you: do y'all believe that strippers choose to be strippers because that's what they want to do with their life?
I'm certain that for some, yes.
Minus the money. So you think girls would be strippers if they weren't being paid as much as they're being paid?
Kyle, some women they like that. Some women. That's what I'm saying. Some women they got a gene. Or a gene is like something extra in them. Really?
And do you see that's
they
where my problem
that.
is? That's what I don't want in my house. I don't want that woman that needs that type of attention from a gang of niggas for her to feel better about herself.
What if she knows that she's good at, she can manipulate you? What if she knows that just because
I don't want that. I don't want that. I like good girls. I like girls that value more than just their body and value what's inside their head and inside their heart to get what they want. I don't want a manipulator in my house, taking care of my kids, like having I don't want it. It has nothing. It's not like I get you. It could.
What about these rappers though? Every rapper says, "I'm gonna be doing my thing. You're gonna be my girl, but I'm gonna do my thing. You're just gonna suck it up because I'm blah blah blah."
Do my thing. You mean like cheating on you and like going out? And
In your
like athletes,
face.
you mean? So that life.
There is no. That's a decision. You don't have to be an artist and fuck 6 women while you got me at home.
That's the decision that the woman makes.
To stay.
Not even to stay, but to know that that's what she's signing up for.
Right.
Stop saying that. The signed up for shit, I'm sick of hearing that. No one is signing up for that.
I think they are.
I'm
though.
pretty sure
No,
they are
they're
because they're
not.
sacrificing.
No, they're
Yo,
not.
that's a sacrifice. They're sacrificing fidelity for a lifestyle. If you know you're with a nigga that is on tour 8-9 months out of the year, what the fuck do you think this nigga's doing? Honestly, what do you think he's doing? You think he's jacking off on a tour bus?
I think I'm gonna be there and I will take care of him.
You're pregnant. You can't.
No.
Do you see?
Don't
but-
tell me I'm pregnant. Look at
I mean, even if you weren't pregnant, you still have your own life, and you still have your goals.
I couldn't do it.
and
Look,
your
I'm
friends.
about to
and your-
hyperventilate, bro. No.
I don't understand.
What does this sign up for? Just explain to me. What is sign up for?
You're signing up for the
Because-
lifestyle. That's what comes with the
No.
lifestyle. You're a rapper. There's bitches.
You can be a
You're an
regular
athlete, there's
man
bitches.
or woman. You can have the most prestigious job. If you're attracted, there's gonna be men or women.
It's
coming
different.
for
It's at a
you.
different level.
No,
You understand?
You don't
that's not
have-
the point. That's not the point. I think the point is more so the individual that you're dealing with.
Yeah.
It's not the fact that they're a rapper or athlete or whatever it is that they are. It's the fact that like you met this person, you know how they are, you know how they think, and you know that that's what they're gonna do ultimately.
Not in my house. I'm so sorry. I just really that term. You know what you're signing up for? Or you signed up for this or no?
That goes both ways though.
That is so.
100%.
That goes both ways.
100%.
like, for sure.
100%.
Nobody's gonna feel sorry for a man who his woman is like destroying all of his stuff and acting crazy and setting his car on fire and doing all that. People are gonna look at you like you know what you signed up for. Take responsibility.
Yeah. I'm inclined to
No.
agree.
I don't think women go into relationships like that. We don't.
And I'm
like
not
for
saying
example, I'm not just like on and off this, but Iggy Azalea been on the blogs all week saying that her man
About
was
Rich?
cheating on her while she was
Rich.
pregnant.
Yeah.
Do you think women go into this with the intention of, I know what this man likes and I'm going to accept this? Or they get involved with the man, they fall in love, and then they're forced to either this way or the highway?
I think women, not women, I think people don't take accountability for their own decisions. For example, just going off of what you're saying, and I don't know Rich the Kid, but
I think
you
it's
know
Playboy
the lifestyle
Cardi.
Playboy Cardi. You know the lifestyle that niggas are living. If you're fucked up every other day, you're on tour, you're around hella hoes, you're gonna make bad decisions if you're not in
That's
your
not
right
true.
mind.
Oh, I don't know
You're going
because
to. It's
Kendrick Lamar has a wife. J. Cole has a wife. I don't be hearing about them in the streets.
well, that's because they're smart enough.
They
if
can go
any-
on 6, 8, 9 month tours, whatever.
Are they getting caught?
Yo,
I'm not saying that they're cheating, but are they getting caught? I think a
do you
lot
know
of
the
women.
men you're talking about right now?
I think a lot of women get into relationships knowing what they're signing up for, and they hope that their nigga is smart enough to not get caught and to not embarrass them
or even
subconsciously.
worse. Or even worse, they know what the deal is already and then they're trying to like change them.
Or they're trying to change. Oof. Big facts. Yeah.
Right? Like you're gonna get it together for me.
That's accountability though.
That's not, a woman can't just think that on her own. You have to be giving her something.
Niggas are gonna say what they need to say.
I've said it before. Men are disgusting. What do you want me to say to something like that? Then you're lying. Like, then this is not even, like, how can I know what I'm getting into if you're lying to me?
So you're saying are there not
I
signs?
can't be accountable.
Are there
What?
not signs though?
How many lies until you realize you're dealing with a liar?
I don't know.
Oof.
And that's not even to like get personal in your life, but
Period.
this accountability conversation is really like important.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are liars. So at what point do you say, okay, I'm involved with the liar?
It blew my mind the first time I realized someone can lie to my face. Like, I never really thought about it like that, but a man can look at you in the face and say he's been behaving himself when he knows damn well he's been doing the opposite. I don't know. That's the scariest part of life is you never know the truth. You don't know what's in someone else's mind. That's my hardest problem. And I cannot believe anyone. Like, I can't trust anything you say. And that's in general. Like, I'm serious. I never know. And I moved this way. Like, I'm prepared to be surprised. If that made any sense.
No, that made perfect
That made a
sense.
lot of sense.
That made perfect sense.
I told you, you got to prepare yourself for the worst. That way,
Yeah, but yeah.
that way when it happens, you don't do things that you regret. You put
No,
yourself
I'm
in
gonna do it. I'm not gonna regret it. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be impulsive as fuck, but I'm gonna mean it for sure.
No, you're not.
Yes, I will.
Oh my God, yo.
Would you quit your job if your wife asked you to for her career?
No.
Would you move?
Yes. Yeah, I would move.
I wouldn't move. I love California. If my husband told me he's gonna make
You love California more than your husband?
no.
All right, so change your answer.
That's interesting. I swear to God, I never even thought about it.
It's something to think about. Like
That's pride.
That happens all the time.
All
Like,
the
people
time.
get job opportunities. People, things
I want
happen.
to cry just thinking about it.
I mean, it
No.
happens. It happens.
That's
A
real
lot of
life.
relationships end just off of that fact. Like, okay, I have to move to wherever.
You tell me you want to take me to North Carolina. Fuck, I'm gonna do over there.
I mean, that's a
Temporary.
legitimate situation. It happens all the time.
You tell me you want to move to. Well, I would say okay. I was gonna say New Zealand or something crazy, but I would go.
Well,
But-
I mean, what if it's millions waiting on them in New Zealand? In a whole different
Look,
lifestyle.
to be honest, I'll probably do whatever my husband says, but I wouldn't like it. That would for sure be. Is that a sacrifice, or would I need him to come to a compromise?
There's no compromise on that.
There isn't,
It's
right?
either
'Cause
you do it or you
It's
don't.
either we're going or we're not.
Yeah.
I will never tell him
He'd be the
no
one that would have to compromise.
Exactly.
to stay.
Yeah.
I would never tell him no.
I would hope not.
But I don't know if, because I swear to God, I never thought about leaving California. That's bothering me. To choose between a man and where I love to live.
I would dip. I would dip.
I don't
I've
know.
spent 30 years here, man. Like at this point,
There's got to be more to life.
yeah, like what else is it? Like you get to a certain stage, I'm not going to sacrifice being with the person that I love just to stay in a state that has nice weather. I'm cool. I don't even want to be in the United States anyway. This country is shit. So whatever. We can go wherever you want to go.
There's probably worse places than California, though.
Most likely, yeah, for sure.
Now,
I mean,
imagine being stuck in one of those
like South
undesirable.
Dakota or some weird shit.
I mean, South Dakota may be nice. Like, as
But
far
it's
as-
weird,
as far
like
as
the
we know, it might be a
environment.
little weird.
Utah with all the Mormons and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the liquor stores close at 7.
Dude, I go to San Diego and I get freaked out by the white parts of town. Like, that shit is eerie as fuck to me. Like, you can't take me to wherever the hell else. You can't.
But when you're in a relationship and you're committed to that person, nothing else really matters. Cause you're happy, you're with that person.
Can you
like,
be realistic?
I am. Nothing else. This is your husband, nigga. What do you mean? It's your wife. Nothing else really matters. Especially if you're financially gonna be good. What else matters? Your kids are gonna grow up.
Your
based on-
friends, your family.
they understand.
The
Your
things
friends,
you're
your
used
friends,
to?
your friends. They're gonna separate anyway because they're gonna have their own families. Nobody has time to kick it like that. Your priorities change. You're gonna be kicking it with your friends all your life till you're 80 years old? No. Who gonna take care of you? Your friends? No. They gotta take care of their spouse. So you gotta prioritize who's important to you. Your family, I mean, that's different. If you know, I don't have like a huge family in California. So me going to another state, I mean, I wouldn't leave my mom right now. So if we talking about right now, I wouldn't go. Because my mom is still here, I wouldn't leave my mom. I'm my only child. I can't do it. It's not happening. There's nobody that'll make me do that. But later on in life, if I can bring my mom with me, 100%. Easy.
That's interesting. That bothered me.
Why?
Just because I don't want to think about that's a hard decision.
It is.
It is.
Because
It's big.
I've been here before you. My roots are here before you. I had plans to live and die here before you.
Plans change.
Life happens.
Yeah. You can't be scared of change.
My career is here before you.
You were also single before him.
Ah!
You want to be single again? You can go back to that life.
No.
Looking. Yeah.
That's interesting.
And so what does that mean if let's say you decide to stay and they leave? What do you expect to happen after that?
If I didn't leave with my man, I didn't love that man. If that makes
Damn.
sense. For real.
That's deep.
I didn't love that man.
So if you want to know if Shiraz loves you, fellas, stage a job position. Tell her you got to go to Rhode Island for a couple months.
Oh, it's
If
close
she-
to New York. I might go.
So she can go find
No,
them
I
all.
wouldn't actually. That's far. That's far. Wait, what?
Nothing.
You said what I think you
I
said?
did. You might want to believe it.
What's up, though?
Ah.
No, but I really don't think. Would I choose my husband or?
Does that change things? Like who's making the most money in a relationship?
Does
As far
it?
as like
No?
moving, if you
How
know,
would you know?
like what if let's say you making $120,000 a year, right? Your man's making 50. That nigga goes, yo, babe, I got a job opportunity. I gotta go to the East Coast though, but I'll be making 90 racks. But that means your income's gonna drop. Would you go? Would you sacrifice some of your income to make sure your man feels better about himself?
Why would he need to feel better about himself?
More money, the more money you make as a man, the better you feel about yourself, the more secure you are, 100%. No matter what somebody tells you, it's a fact. If a nigga's broke, he's gonna have inner issues. If he got money, maybe other issues, but broke won't be one
He'll
of
be
them.
cheating, doing everything else, right?
That's not
And we just know what we signed up for, right?
No, we're talking about a regular nigga, Shiraz. We ain't talking about fucking...
Regular guys, they cheat every day.
Answer the question. Are you moving and sacrificing a portion of your so that your man could make more money?
Doesn't that defeat the purpose?
How?
Why are we moving?
So he can make more money, but
But
you'll
if-
make less.
But let's say in total more,
Okay.
right? Let's say in totality, there's more, it's more cushion, there's more room, there's more income in total. You sacrifice a little bit,
I don't
But
care.
he'll make more.
he makes more, he feels better, he's happy.
I wouldn't mind.
Huh.
We
You
could do
sure?
it.
I don't know. You believe her, Jonte?
I don't know.
I don't know if I believe.
What?
She seemed to like California a lot.
I know. I swear to God, I never thought about that. I would probably, to me, I don't care about money. We talked about earlier in pre-production. I don't care what my husband or my man does. I would just want him to ride passenger seat all day and I'd be satisfied. I don't care.
You're not the best driver.
So
You're not the
what?
best driver, though.
So what? Seatbelts.
Oh,
And have you died though?
my God.
So you would be okay with him not having a secure income if it means he has the freedom to basically
Whoa. Security is number 2 on my list of things.
But you just said money doesn't...
Because I will bring money. You
Okay.
need to be in a I don't want a man that is unsure of where his check is coming from or unsure. Let's say it's a commission-based income. I don't want a man that doesn't have the drive himself. I don't want a man that's not motivated. But do I care for the dollar amount? Do I need him to make more than me? No.
You just want effort.
He's motivated, but he has
not
more
going nowhere.
flexibility to ride in the passenger
Then I'm
seat.
happy.
Are you dating a janitor?
Why?
A maintenance worker?
He gets benefits.
Okay, benefits matter.
Family benefits. Whole family on
Am
that
I
Kaiser plan.
dating? Is he hot? Does he fucking take? Do I get what I need out of this man? Like, really, that's all I care about.
Yeah, but he's a
I
maintenance
can
man.
support myself.
$40,000 a year.
Well, finance is a big need.
Finance
To
can
most women.
finance can affect how you look at your man.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's one of the main reasons marriages don't last is because of finances, money.
Yeah.
If
Adds a lot
my
of stress.
man makes less than me, I would not look at him as less than. In all of my relationships, I have always done better than the men I've dated. In that regard. In that regard. I'm serious.
And that's fair, but you're,
like, I'm not used to
you're
men.
relatively young though, so I think there's levels to that specific
Like,
scenario,
my
right?
experience is limited.
I wouldn't even say that. I would just say that, like, at that point in time in life, it was more acceptable. It was more like, okay, because you're young, you're still doing your
True.
thing. Like,
True.
you're not focused on that. When you're 35,
In 10
40,
years.
and you're at the peak of your career, you might look at it a little different.
Yeah.
You think I would think he's a bum?
Especially if you've been with this nigga for 10 years and he's in the same spot he was when you met him.
Why would he be in the same? There's no motivation. Why is he in the same
Not
spot?
necessarily. There's a lot of people that work super hard.
Just don't make the money.
It's the job that they're in, the career path that they chose has limited mobility.
They reach the plateau.
Mm-hmm.
Like a maintenance worker.
But
Right.
we know that. But we'd know that. I don't know. Do men care about what women bring in? Hell no.
Yes, we do.
Then I'm judging you.
Men
for
that are about anything. We don't want a woman that's not doing nothing for herself.
Men want women to sit at home and take care of the kids.
I don't want that. Hell no.
Good,
do
because
something.
I want a man to sit home and take care of the kids. That's never gonna happen.
Why wouldn't that happen? There's a lot of house husbands out there.
There's a lot of house husbands.
Oh no, don't. See, now you're turning me off. I don't want a house husband.
I mean, but you
You're turning
said
me
stay
off.
home and take care of the kids. That's the thing. Like, that's more or less a job, like a responsibility.
Not
is.
even less. That's
It is a
that's
job.
Yeah,
For real.
paid or unpaid.
Not if you don't have no kids though.
Yeah, right.
Make the bed, and that's about it for the day.
He washing the bathroom.
I don't know. The dynamics, they do change depending on who the breadwinner is. I'm just saying personally, I know what women want. I know they want a man that can support them and things like that. But for me, that's never been like I never seen that as an out. For women, they see that as like their meal ticket. For me, I'm not thinking this way. I'm not motivated by that.
So you wouldn't date a trapper then?
See, trapper would have other qualities that I'm attracted to. Not the trap.
Please embellish.
Trapping in general, I think that's like scumbag shit. Like high key, you're stealing from people who work hard.
You talking about
Hold on,
scamming?
Hold on.
You talking about
You
scamming?
might be talking about scamming.
Yeah, we talking
scamming
about
and
trapping.
Trapping
I mean,
is like something
selling
totally
drugs
different.
and whatever
That's-
else.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I mean, hey.
So you would date a trapper? It shouldn't take that long.
I would, but I know what bad comes. I know I've been in police raids. Like I know what comes with that. That
so
shit is
you
not
know
cool.
what you're signing up
Yeah,
for.
you know. Huh.
John,
Huh. Okay.
So
look. Artists, they don't because we're going back to artists. Let's say artists and actors and people in entertainment. They're not coming to you saying, "Yo, I'm gonna be doing this, and this. Can you accept it?" They put it. It's forced on you after the fact.
Trappers aren't telling you that either. They're not telling you I'm gonna get a police raid.
They're not.
They're not telling you
I'm
I'm gonna possibly go to jail. They're not telling you I'm gonna get caught. But you know it subconsciously. There's a high chance that might happen. Athletes, no, they're not telling you, yo.
In that case, officer, I don't know where these bricks in the fridge came from. We were not here all week. We just came by this morning.
So why you can't
I'm
say the
so
same if
sorry,
you get
officer.
caught with the white girl at the hotel?
What?
Huh?
What? No. Explain.
I said, why you can't say the same thing if he get caught with another girl?
Jonte, help me.
It's the same thing.
That's a valid correlation.
Catching a man in the act with a woman.
Catching an athlete, a superstar athlete, or a superstar rapper with another one, it comes with the territory. Because you could have called me.
Why is she here?
You was asleep.
I'm so irritated. No.
And we're not condoning it, by the way.
Not at all. Not at all.
We're just saying that, like,
it comes with it.
A lot of times
it doesn't come with it. It's a decision.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Jonte, come on. I know you better than this. You don't think it's a man's decision of whether he wants to be loose with his dick or not?
Of course. Like, he doesn't have to do that. Like,
it's self-control. It is a legit decision.
It's his decision, but also at the same time, like, it takes a certain type of situational awareness on the woman's part to know who it is that they're dealing with.
And the opportunities that are available. Positive or negative.
Like, there's things that turn me on that my man may not know about that are like normal things, but they turn me on. Doesn't mean I'm going to do this to this man because I'm turned on. Does that make sense? Like,
explain that.
Like, why are you cheating on your wife? Tell me. If you're an artist, you're a rapper, why are you cheating?
Availability.
Because you can. It's really that simple.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people do things because they can.
Opportunity. And there's no way for you to know. I'm not saying it's okay, but
I know what I signed up for. I didn't sign up for that. Nobody is signing up for that unless they're literally signing up for that.
Sometimes you are, though, because that's what the person is putting out to the world. They're putting out to the world that I'm this type of person.
Yeah.
This is the type of activities and lifestyle that I'm into.
Like, let's say,
and
A$AP Rocky,
being
for
monogamous does not
fit this mold.
Correlate
fit this
with that lifestyle and that persona at all.
At all.
And women, not even women.
You might as well date a porn star.
What do you want? I don't understand. What's wrong with you men?
You men, crazy. Crazy.
I don't know. That's not a sacrifice. Look, if I was in love with, let's say, anybody, and he told me, I can't help that this is an activity I like I just can't help this, I couldn't do that. That's not a sacrifice I would be willing to make.
I think you'd be surprised how many conversations have gone on just like that, and the woman said, just be smart.
Yeah.
It's a sad-ass bitch, and I'm sorry for you. And I say that with
What
my
do you
whole
think?
ass
What do you
fucking
think?
chest. I don't care what Cardi and what's his face have going on.
I wasn't even gonna say no names, but what do you think happens when a man gets caught cheating and they go back? You think the niggas just all of a sudden learned his lesson and he not gonna fuck another one?
I don't know, Kyle. Tell me.
You're still in the.
Tell me.
I don't know. The man is there. You're still in the exact same circles. You're in the same situations that you were putting yourself in when you originally cheated, and you're gonna allow him to do the exact same thing.
It's not up to me.
Outcome.
If it was up to me, it wouldn't have happened in the first place.
But I mean, like when I say allow, I mean you're gonna knowingly see him doing it. You know I'm not talking about Offset, but let's say the nigga cheats on you with a stripper.
And you see him in a strip club.
You see him in a strip club after you've forgiven him. You're going with him to the strip club. I don't understand the brains behind that. So I can't like you can't be mad at him because you're literally just taking a baby to a candy store after telling him not to eat candy.
I'm not about to enable my man. You're gonna sit in this house and stare at the wall for the next 2 months.
Stare at the wall. He's on timeout.
Timeout for real.
You're gonna take his car keys?
Yes.
You can't go
I'm
nowhere.
gonna do way more than that. Like I don't have the patience for some things. I will flip.
You're gonna figure it out.
Could you date a porn star?
Is he only working with me?
Could you date Brian Pumper?
Who's that?
You don't know who Brian Pumper is? You don't want to know.
Is he a black guy?
He's terrible. Yeah, he's the worst.
But he's terrible?
He's the worst nigga ever.
Oh,
Just
I don't want it terrible.
No, he's terrible. He's a joke. But yeah.
There's some male strippers that I'm just so sick of seeing. I won't even name names right now.
Strippers?
Male porn stars, yeah.
Oh.
I'm just so sick of seeing in the porns. We need new guys.
We don't need to go into details, but answer the question. Could you date a porn star? And no, you are not the only one he's working with. That wouldn't be a porn star then. That'd be a home video.
That'd be OnlyFans now.
Yeah.
For couples.
Yeah, we're talking about a porn star.
Could I date a porn star? Hell no.
Shantae, could you?
No.
The baddest porn star, your wildest dream. The one porn
No,
star.
forget the baddest. He doesn't care about that.
The one porn star you type in every time, like, man, this is it. You couldn't wife it.
Nah, and it's not a respectability thing or an insecurity thing. It's more like what you said. Like, it's a certain energy and a certain lifestyle that I don't really want to be connected to that world,
Right.
on a personal, intimate level like
Right.
that. It's only preference, strictly.
Yeah. Yeah, I could handle you fucking other niggas and be cool like that we have something special. But I wouldn't want to be connected to that.
What the fuck?
You don't understand what I just said?
I understand what you just said. I'm just not buying it.
Why not?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
You would be surprised.
Yeah, there's...
When you don't look at women as possession, it's different. When you don't look at people as possession, as yours, you move different. Like you allow people to do what they want to do. But you doing what you want to do is now going to determine my decision and how I want to deal with whatever it is that you decide to do. So I don't give other people that much power over my decisions. I decide what I want to do based on how you want to move. So it makes
sounds like
things
some
real
spiteful
easy.
shit to me.
How's it spiteful? I let you live your life, but I can choose how I want to live mine.
Based on how you decided to move.
Based on I think that's pretty understanding. You can do what makes you happy. But if it doesn't make me happy, then I can choose whether or not it's something I want to deal with or not. I can dip. If I want to deal with it, then I'll stay. But you can continue to do whatever it is that you want to do.
They're going to do it anyway, whether it makes you happy or not.
Big facts. Big facts. Because it's in you at that point. Unless it's something that you are working to try to fix or try to, reverse, and you don't want that anymore for yourself, you're going to keep doing it. Because you don't have a problem with it. It's innate.
Is there ever a situation where you might regret choosing a woman over your career or your career over a woman?
100%. I don't think regret, though. Maybe not regret, but it'd be a lesson. I could learn a lesson from it, not to do it again.
This is the one of your dreams.
The woman in my dreams could not work out, and now I just passed on the job of my dreams for this woman of my dreams that didn't work.
Wait, one more time.
Let's say I'm dating a woman of my dreams and I get offered the job position of my dreams, and I decide not to take that position and I break up with the girl, then I'm gonna feel away. I'm not gonna be happy about that. So I think, not regret, but I think it would be a lesson that I would take, like, okay, let me not do that again. So if that ever does present itself and I'm in a situation like that, then I know I'm gonna take that position next time. And if she rolling and she is, if she not, I'm so sorry. But I try not to make the same mistakes twice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how you feel about that?
I would like, for me personally, I would choose my career, like career over love for sure. But I would have deep regret.
If what?
If I lost the love of my life.
But what if your career? What if your career worked?
Yeah, but I'm alone.
But you just said you're willing to move out of state and fuck the relationship. You wanted to stay. You said you wanted to stay in California and fuck the relationship.
But then you said I loved him, and then I didn't know. I never thought about leaving California. That's why that took me like off guard. But yeah, I don't think I would sacrifice my career for love. Because this is what I've been working for. Like, you just showed up.
No guarantee with you.
That part. And that comes back to the same thing. Like, people can lie to your face. Like, even if they are saying that they love you or they're the one or they're going to stick around, blah, blah, blah. I can't take your word for that. I'm going to take this check, though. I can't trust you. I don't trust a bank. I keep the money real close to me. I'm so serious. You want me to trust a man?
Oh man,
That was a bar that
was
I
a bar.
jacked.
you jack a bar every week.
Yeah.
What's that one Kendrick verse?
I was wrong though. It wasn't 81 years. It was 87 years. He was 87. He was saying he had been on this earth for 87 years prior. But yeah, I don't know. But I would regret it. I know myself. I have so much regret already. Is it regret? It is regret. I have a lot of regret already. And what does it mean if I choose my career over my husband or over the love of my life?
You already said it. You don't love him.
Yeah, you did say that.
It's the truth. I'm not disagreeing with myself. I still feel that way. Yeah. Because when I lock in on somebody, I really get stuck. Like it would not matter. In that case, like city, state job, I don't care. Yeah.
Some
Nothing would
opportunities
come
are like
above.
opportunities of a lifetime, though.
Hmm?
And you're only going to get them
To
once.
find a man that you believe is the love of your life is once in a lifetime too. I've been alive for 27 years. I only ran into one.
That's subjective.
Yee! Imagine another 27 years to find my real one. What am I gonna do?
Big 54. Big 54 coming in hot. Love for me. Big
Well,
love.
I don't know. Yeah. And I guess that's the other side of that coin is you don't know if what you had will ever come by
Uncertainty
again.
on both sides.
Huh.
Yeah, that's why I said I know I would have regret. Like I would think about that decision every day. But at least I had a job to wake up to. At least I loved what I was doing. Imagine I got to wake up next to you and I hate my life. How is that going to work? I hate where we live. I hate this job. I hate that I had to give up something I love for you. That's resentment.
Well, best case scenario, you love all of it, and it's okay, and it's fine, and you're happy.
Inshallah. God willing.
Inshallah.
This has been an interesting episode. For sure.
Hey, like and subscribe.
Yeah. Aaron, we missed you. Aaron will be back. Keep Aaron in your thoughts.
All of our listeners, guys.
Yes.
We see that y'all listen to the podcast. You gotta subscribe if you want to keep us coming, though. Help us out.
Yeah.
Just click the little button, bruh.
5 stars.
5 star, yeah. 5
Write a
stars.
paragraph about how great we are.
Maybe not a
It's
paragraph.
not
You
too
don't,
much
don't
to
have to be a
ask.
paragraph, just a sentence. Just be honest.
But thank you for listening to the Hear Me Out podcast. Jonte, thank you for lending your voice today just a little bit more than normal.
You're welcome,
I
guys.
appreciate it. We appreciate you. This was Electric Feels, Ayo, and Jonte. We'll be back next week. Oh, guys, look.
New Year's!
Next podcast, we will be dropping the video one day after on YouTube, including the past 4 podcasts in full on YouTube at the same damn
So
time.
you can see our lovely faces and Shiraz's faces that she makes
my
to me when
angry
she's
faces.
pissed off.
These podcasts will make much more sense. The awkwardness will be much funnier once you see what the hell has been happening here. But we have been recording. I haven't just been like teasing you guys. This shit is real. It's coming. So I'm excited for next week. And I think we'll be talking about the resolutions we promised this week, next week when Aaron's back. We couldn't do that without him. Good? We good?
We good, man.
Hear me out. We out.
We out.